Hey friends! If money always seems to slip through your fingers, you're not alone. Whether you're 16 or 60, managing money is one of life's most important skills, and one that school rarely teaches. We're bombarded with ads and influencers telling us to spend, but no one really teaches us how to manage our money effectively. That's why I'm excited to share this video with you. In this video, you'll discover 10 timeless steps to take control of your money, build wealth, and reduce financial stress. These aren't just tips, they're habits that can change your life. No matter your age or income level, these steps will put you on the path to financial freedom. We're going to cover everything from tracking your spending and creating a budget to eliminating debt and investing for the future. Remember, managing your money isn't about deprivation, it's about empowerment. It's about making conscious choices that align with your values and goals. So, are you ready to transform your relationship with money? Let's begin. The first step to managing your money might seem obvious, but most people skip it. You absolutely have to know where your money is going. Think about it. If you don't know where your money is leaking out, how can you possibly plug those holes and start building real wealth? This is where things get real. For the next 30 days, I want you to track every single dollar you spend, and I mean everything. That daily coffee, those impulse buys at the checkout line, those subscriptions you forgot you even had. Use a notebook, a spreadsheet, or a budgeting app, whatever works best for you. The key is to be consistent and honest with yourself. Trust me, after just a few days you'll start to see patterns emerge. You might be surprised, even shocked by what you discover. Those small, seemingly insignificant expenses can really add up over time. But don't worry, this isn't about judgment, it's about awareness. And awareness is the crucial first step to taking control of your finances. Once you have a clear picture of your spending habits, you can start making changes. Remember, knowledge is power. Now that you know where your money is going, you can start directing it towards your goals. Identify areas where you can cut back without sacrificing your happiness. Maybe you can brew your own coffee a few times a week instead of hitting the coffee shop every day, or perhaps you can try cooking at home more often instead of ordering takeout. These small changes might seem insignificant, but they can make a huge difference over time. Remember, it's not about deprivation, it's about making conscious choices that align with your values. By tracking your spending and identifying areas for improvement, you're taking a proactive approach to your finances. You're no longer letting your money control you, you're taking control of your money. Now let's talk about something just as important as tracking your spending your money mindset. You see, managing money isn't just about numbers, it's about psychology. It's about how you think about money and what you believe is possible for yourself. Do you see money as something scarce, something that's always slipping through your fingers? Or do you see it as a tool, something you can use to build the life you want? Your mindset plays a huge role in your financial success. If you're constantly worried about money, you're likely operating from a scarcity mindset. This can lead to fear-based decisions like hoarding money or avoiding investing because you're afraid of losing it. But what if you shifted your perspective? What if you started believing that you can create abundance in your life? This shift in mindset can be incredibly powerful. Remember, wealth starts with believing you can change your financial story. It's about shifting from survival mode to strategy mode. Instead of just trying to make ends meet, you're actively planning for your future. Start by identifying any limiting beliefs you have about money. Maybe you were raised believing that money doesn't grow on trees or that rich people are greedy. These beliefs, while often well-intentioned, can hold you back from achieving your full financial potential. Challenge these beliefs and replace them with empowering ones. Affirmations like, "I am worthy of financial abundance" or "I am capable of creating wealth" might feel strange at first, but with repetition, they can start to rewire your subconscious mind. Remember, your thoughts create your reality. If you want to change your financial situation, you need to start by changing your thoughts about money. Believe in your ability to create abundance, and you'll be amazed at what you can achieve. Okay, so you're tracking your spending, you're starting to see where your money is going each month, and you're ready to take control. That's where a budget comes in. Now, I know what you might be thinking. Budget? That sounds restrictive and boring, but trust me on this. A budget isn't about restricting your freedom, it's about giving you more of it. It's about making sure your money is working for you, not the other way around. Think of it like this. Would you drive across the country without a map? Probably not. So why navigate your finances without a plan? A budget is simply a roadmap for your money. It tells you where you want to go and helps you stay on track. And the best part is, it doesn't have to be complicated. One of the easiest and most effective budgeting methods out there is the 50-30-20 rule. This breaks down your after-tax income into 3 simple categories. 50% of your income goes towards your needs. These are the non-negotiables: rent or mortgage payments, groceries, utilities, transportation, and any debt payments you might have. Then, 30% of your income goes towards your wants. This is where you can have some fun. Dining out, entertainment, shopping, travel, you name it. Finally, the remaining 20% of your income is dedicated to savings and investments. This includes building your emergency fund, investing for retirement, or saving for a down payment on a house. Now remember, these percentages are just a guideline. You can adjust them slightly based on your individual circumstances and financial goals, but the key is to have a plan and stick to it as much as possible. Life is unpredictable. It's full of unexpected twists and turns. And sometimes, those twists and turns can get expensive. Your car could break down, you could lose your job, you could have a medical emergency. These are the kinds of situations that an emergency fund is designed for. Now I know what you're thinking. Graham, I can barely make ends meet as it is. How am I supposed to save for a rainy day? Trust me, I get it. But even if you can only spare $10 or $20 a week, it's crucial to start building that financial safety net. Because when unexpected expenses hit, you don't want to be caught off guard and end up in debt. The goal is to eventually have 3 to 6 months worth of living expenses saved up in your emergency fund. This will give you peace of mind knowing that you can cover your essential expenses for several months if something unexpected happens. Now, where should you keep this emergency fund? It's important to keep it separate from your checking account. You don't want to be tempted to dip into it for non-emergency expenses. A high-yield savings account or a money market account can be good options for your emergency fund. These accounts typically offer higher interest rates than traditional savings accounts, which means your money will grow faster. Remember, building an emergency fund is one of the most important things you can do to protect yourself financially. It's like having a financial cushion to fall back on when life throws you a curveball. Debt can be a major roadblock on your journey to financial freedom. It can feel like you're constantly playing catch-up, throwing money at interest payments instead of investing in your future. High-interest debt, like credit card debt, is particularly dangerous. Think of it like this. Every dollar you have tied up in high-interest debt is a dollar that's not working for you. It's not growing in a savings account, it's not invested in the stock market, it's simply lining the pockets of credit card companies. So how do you break free from the clutches of debt? There are 2 popular methods people use: the debt snowball method and the debt avalanche method. With the debt snowball method, you focus on paying off your smallest debts first. This can give you a sense of momentum and motivation as you start to see quick wins. The debt avalanche method, on the other hand, focuses on paying down your highest interest debts first. This approach saves you the most money on interest payments over the long run. Whichever method you choose, the key is to be consistent. Make more than the minimum payments whenever possible. And once you pay off a debt, don't celebrate by racking up more. Instead, take the money you were putting towards that debt and apply it to your next debt payoff target. Trust me, the feeling of being debt-free is truly liberating. It's like a weight lifted off your shoulders. Alright, let's talk about one of the most important principles in personal finance: paying yourself first. I know, it sounds obvious, right? But trust me, most people get this wrong. They pay their bills, they spend on whatever, And then at the end of the month, if there's anything left, they might put a little bit into savings. That's backwards. You gotta flip the script. When you get paid, the very first thing you do is take a chunk of that money and put it directly into your savings account. Think of it like this. You wouldn't wait until the end of the month to see if you have enough money left over to pay your rent or mortgage, would you? Savings should be treated with the same level of importance. Now I get it, when you're starting out, it might feel impossible to save a large chunk of your paycheck. But here's the thing, even if it's just $10 or $20, the act of consistently setting that money aside before you can spend it makes a huge difference. Remember, wealth isn't built overnight, it's built one small, smart decision at a time. And this, my friends, is one of the smartest decisions you can make. Look, I'm all about making things as easy and automated as possible. That's why I'm a huge fan of setting up automatic transfers from your checking account to your savings account. Seriously, this is one of the best things you can do for your financial future. Think of it like this. You already automate your bills, right? Your rent or mortgage, your utilities, maybe even your Netflix subscription. So why not automate your savings as well? That way you're not even tempted to spend that money because it's already gone before you even have a chance to miss it. The best part? You don't even have to think about it. Set it up once and then let it do its thing. It's like having a personal finance assistant working for you 24/7, making sure you're consistently hitting your savings goals. And if you're really serious about leveling up your savings game, consider using a high-yield savings account. These accounts offer a higher interest rate than traditional savings accounts, which means your money will actually grow faster over time. It might not seem like a lot at first, but trust me, that compound interest will add up big time in the long run. Alright, let's talk about spending. And no, I'm not going to tell you to stop buying lattes or avocado toast. What I am going to tell you is that becoming a conscious spender is crucial for building wealth. This isn't about deprivation, it's about making intentional choices with your money. Before you buy anything, especially those bigger purchases, ask yourself these 3 questions. Do I need this? Can I actually afford this? Will this purchase bring me long-term value? If you can't answer yes to all 3, seriously consider whether it's a smart purchase. It's easy to get caught up in the moment, especially with targeted ads and flashy marketing campaigns. But remember, they're designed to make you spend money, not to help you achieve your financial goals. Take a step back, breathe, and really think about the purchase. Is it going to bring you lasting joy, or is it just a fleeting moment of satisfaction? Remember, true fulfillment doesn't come from material possessions, it comes from achieving your goals and living a life of purpose. Now, I'm not saying you have to analyze every single purchase down to the penny, but for those bigger ticket items, the ones that require a bit more thought, I want to introduce you to a game changer, the 24-hour rule. Here's how it works. When you're considering a purchase over a certain amount, say $100, $200, whatever makes sense for your budget, you simply wait 24 hours before buying it. That's it. This simple act of delaying gratification can be incredibly powerful. It gives you time to cool off from the initial excitement of the purchase, and to really think about whether it aligns with your goals and values. You might find that after 24 hours, you don't even want the item anymore. That's the power of impulse control, my friends. And the best part? You'll have saved yourself money and avoided buyer's remorse. Trust me, your future self will thank you. Let's talk about a truth that's often overlooked. It's not about how much money you earn, it's about how much you keep. You'd be surprised how many people earning 6 figures are living paycheck to paycheck, drowning in debt. Why? Because they're living above their means. They buy fancy cars they can't afford, live in houses that stretch their budget, and constantly chase the next big thing, all in an attempt to impress people they probably don't even like. But here's the thing. Real wealth isn't about showing off, it's about having options. It's about having the financial freedom to pursue your passions, to weather unexpected storms, and to design a life you love without being chained to a paycheck. Living below your means is the key to unlocking that freedom. It's about aligning your spending with your values and prioritizing long-term financial security over short-term gratification. Living below your means might sound restrictive, but it's actually incredibly empowering. It's about making conscious choices about where your money goes, and refusing to let your spending be dictated by societal pressures, or the need to keep up with the Joneses. It's about saying no to things you don't value so you can say yes to the things that truly matter. Maybe it's saying no to a night out with friends so you can save for a down payment on a house. Or maybe it's saying no to a new car so you can invest in your education or start a business. Remember, every dollar you spend is a vote for the life you want to create. Are you voting for a life of financial freedom and abundance, or a life of debt and scarcity? The choice is yours. Choose wisely. Living below your means isn't about deprivation, it's about aligning your spending with your values and creating a life of true wealth and fulfillment. Alright, so you've got your budget down, you're tackling debt, and even building that emergency fund. That's amazing. But here's the thing about personal finance, it's not a one-time thing. It's not like you learn it once and you're good to go. The financial world is constantly changing. New investment opportunities pop up, interest rates fluctuate, and let's not forget about the ever-evolving world of taxes. You've got to stay ahead of the curve, and the best way to do that is to never stop learning. Think of it like upgrading your financial software. The more you know, the better equipped you are to handle whatever financial challenges or opportunities come your way. You'll be making smarter decisions, spotting potential pitfalls, and ultimately building a more secure financial future for yourself. So, how do you keep learning? Read books, listen to podcasts, subscribe to financial newsletters, watch videos like this one obviously. There's a ton of free information out there. You just gotta be willing to put in the time. Now, I know some people get intimidated by financial jargon. They think it's all too complicated, too confusing. But trust me, it doesn't have to be. Start with the basics, build a solid foundation, and then gradually expand your knowledge. Remember, you don't need to become a financial expert overnight. This is a marathon, not a sprint. Spend just 30 minutes a day reading a book or listening to a podcast, and I guarantee you'll be amazed by how much you learn in just a few months. And the best part, the more you know, the more confident you'll become in your financial decisions. You'll be able to spot those get-rich-quick schemes from a mile away and focus on strategies that actually work. So invest in yourself, invest in your financial education. It's the one investment that will pay dividends for the rest of your life. Okay, so you've been crushing it with the saving, you've got your emergency fund locked and loaded. Now it's time to take things to the next level. It's time to put your money to work for you. That's right, it's time to start investing. Now I know what you might be thinking. Investing? That's for rich people, right? Wrong. Investing is for everyone, and the sooner you start, the better. See, when it comes to investing, time is your greatest ally. The magic of compound interest means that even small amounts of money invested consistently over time can grow exponentially. It's like a snowball effect, but instead of snow, it's your money growing bigger and bigger. Don't get caught up in waiting for the perfect time to invest or trying to time the market. The best time to start was yesterday. The second best time is right now. Now I'm not going to sugarcoat it, investing does come with some risk. But here's the thing, the stock market goes up and down in the short term, but over the long term, it has always trended upwards. The key is to be patient, stay disciplined, and invest for the long haul. Don't panic sell when the market dips. Remember, you're in it for the long game. There are tons of different investment options out there, from index funds and ETFs to real estate and even starting your own business. Do your research. Figure out what aligns with your risk tolerance and financial goals, and start small. You don't need a ton of money to get started. Thanks to apps and online platforms, you can start investing with as little as $5. The important thing is to just start. Money doesn't have to be stressful. With the right habits, you'll feel confident, in control, and on a path to freedom. Let's recap quickly. Track your money, shift your mindset, budget with purpose, build a safety net, destroy debt, save automatically, spend with intention, live below your means, keep learning, and invest in your future. These 10 steps are timeless. They apply to anyone, at any age, at any income. Start where you are. Use what you have. Do what you can. Small steps taken consistently lead to big results. If you found this video helpful, like, comment, and subscribe for more practical money wisdom. Hit that notification bell so you don't miss any future uploads. And remember, it's not about how much money you make, it's about how much money you keep and what you do with it. Thanks for watching.